Welcome to the tutorial on quantitative analysis. Today we are going to use the SPSS software to analyze the quantitative data for quantitative analysis. Before doing the analysis, we need to have the data, and you can import your data from File, Open, Data. Then you can select the desired file from where you should select the file, and you can click OK. But sometimes you may face difficulties whenever the variable name shown in the Excel file is not as like the format that is required in the SPSS software. In that case, you can manually input the data in this software. So I'm going to show you how to input the data for analysis. I'm going to show the manual input of data for analysis. For that purpose, we have to define the variable first. So as per example, these are the data I'm going to use. That's why I'm going to define the variable name. So the first variable is firm's name or bank name. Then you can say year. So I have written 5 names for the variable firm's names, which are bank, year, CSR data, ROE data, and CLR data. Here CSR means corporate social responsibility, here ROE means return on equity, and CLR means classified loan ratio. So in the bank, you can see the data type is by default is showing numeric, or it's a string data. String means any text. And here this is numeric data. CSR, this is also numeric, this is also numeric. But here you can see whenever you are selecting, it's a string data, by default it is shown as nominal data. Here you can see there are 3 kind of measurement for the data. As you can see, nominal, ordinal, and scale. How can you define what kind of measurement you have to show? For that purpose, I am going to show you that how can you select the measurement scale for the data. As you can see, normally there are 4 types of data: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. And the interval and ratio data is shown as scale data in the SPSS software. Here we are showing the scale for the interval data and ratio data. From this page you can see nominal means the categorical data. Generally there is no order or there is no scope for applying mathematical function in the nominal data. Generally it can be a brand name or company name or account type. On the other hand, the ordinal data indicates that there should be a ranking or order, as per example satisfaction level, position level, risk level. Next we can see interval data. These are the numbers which have equal gaps or interval, but there is no true zero value. So the year or Likert scale data can be shown as the interval data. On the other hand, the ratio data indicates the data which have equal gaps and there may be true zero value. Normally the revenue, salary, carbon emissions, price of the share. So these are the common example of ratio data. Normally you can see these are the example. Nominal data can be gender, male, female, nationality, blood type. Ordinal data may be satisfaction or the job rank. Interval data may be temperature data, year data. Ratio data may be height, weight, age, income, distance. Generally we can find out the mode and frequency for the nominal data. In case of ordinal data, we can get the mode, median, and ranking. In case of interval data, we can get the mean, median. We can do the addition and subtraction, but we cannot apply the multiplication or division for the interval data. On the other hand, in the ratio data, we can apply all kinds of mathematical operations. So there is an example what kind of mathematical operations we can apply for the ratio data and for the interval data. So these are the common types of data that are indicated in the SPSS software. So in our case, you can see the CSR data, ROE data, CLR data, they are pure ratio data, and here is the interval data, although there is no interval option, that's why I have indicated it as a scale data. And the bank name, it is the nominal data. After declaring data, I'm going to input the data in the data view mode. For that purpose, I'm going to bring the data from the Excel file. So I have copied the data from the Excel file and I'm going to input this data in the SPSS software. So as you can see here, we have to indicate that we need to have decimal value up to 7. Now you can see these are the data, but in case of year we don't need decimal point. These are the data that I have input here for analysis. Although the data nature is showing that it's a panel data, but if you have an intention to apply the normal linear regression, then it is known as Pooled OLS regression. OLS means ordinary least square. However, so if you want to apply the linear regression, then you can use this tutorial for your analysis purpose. But before doing the regression, normally we calculate the descriptive aspect. As you can see, before doing the regression analysis, normally we calculate the descriptive issues. Here you can see options: mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and click on continue and click on OK. In the output table, the descriptive statistics are shown. After the descriptive statistics, we can also calculate the correlation. So click on analyze, then correlate, then click on bivariate. So here again I am clicking on the main variable. I have input the variables, then click on option. So I am keeping as it is, and click on OK. As you can see, this is the correlation table and this is the descriptive statistics. Before applying the regression, you can calculate the descriptive statistics as well as you can show the correlation table. So whenever there is a strong correlation between two variables, then you can skip one of them. However, after doing the descriptive statistics and correlation table, you can do the main analysis, which is linear regression. So whenever you are going to apply the regression, then click on analyze, regression, linear regression. Here this is the independent variable and this is the control variable and this is the dependent variable. The option you can keep as it is and click on OK. So this is the regression analysis, but as you can see in the output, the CSR variable is not showing significant. That means maybe there is a problem in this data. In that case, you can convert this CSR data into another format. For that purpose, you can click on transform, compute variable, then click on arithmetic. Here you can convert it into natural logarithm or square root. So I'm going to apply this one. So in the question mark, you can click this one here and you have to write the new variable name, since you are going to transform this variable into new variable to ensure the normality of this variable. So this is the target variable I'm going to create, because CSR data maybe there is no normality, no normal distribution in this data. That's why I'm creating another new variable from this data. Click on OK. So in our data sheet, we can see there is a new variable. Now we are going to do the regression again. Click on analyze, then click on regression, click on linear regression. Then I'm going to remove this one and I'm going to use this one. I have converted this CSR data into natural logarithm of CSR because maybe there is a no normal distribution in the CSR data. That's why I have converted this into a natural logarithm format. So I am going to use this one and clicking on OK. As you can see, this time the model is showing significant model with the natural logarithm of the CSR. So This is the way you can apply the quantitative analysis in the SPSS software. At the initial stage, you have to show the descriptive statistics, then you can show the correlation table, and at the last stage you can show the regression, where there will be 4 types of table. Initial stage, it is showing the variables, then the R square value and adjusted R square value, and this is the ANOVA table, and this is the coefficient from the regression. So in this way you can use the SPSS software. From the data nature we can see it's a panel data, but if you want to apply the normal OLS, ordinary least square, I mean normal regression, then you can do this by applying this kind of option. Since this is the data in panel nature, in that case in our next tutorial we will show how to do the panel data analysis. Thank you.